Three, two, one, and I'm live. What's happening, YouTube? Top of the morning to you. Thank you for tuning in once again, my friends. I was trying to get this set up right, but for some reason lately, I just keep cutting off the top of my head. Let's try to. I guess that's a little better. I just didn't have it back far enough. Um, yeah, how y'all doing this morning? Thank you for joining me. I'm gonna try to knock this out. I got a pretty beefy haul. Um, yeah, so let's get to it. Some of the stuff I had sitting in my saver, but yeah, this was apparently I was reading a synopsis on this in the Marvel preview, and it said something about something big happening in this one. But what's up, Black Key Comics, my man? Thank you for joining me, brother. Um, yeah, I just went ahead and grabbed this basically because of the synopsis in the last preview magazine. So this is the War of the Realms tie-in, the Unbeatable Squirrel Girl number 43. Like I was saying, the synopsis was saying there was some big revelation that's been in the works for years with this book. I haven't taken a peek at it. I just got it off that Malone. So, oops, that's some stuff falling and dropping over there. I'm gonna put this up close to y'all, like my man Key Comics Market Watch be doing. Yeah, and then I grabbed. Let's put this to the side. Give myself, excuse me, a little more room. This is sitting in my saver for a minute. Dope art germ cover as usual. Catwoman number 10. Can't go wrong with that. That's a beauty right there. Then went ahead and grabbed this. I would have rather. I actually had it in my hand at another LCS. Hold on, try to get a little more. Sorry. I actually grabbed another variant at another store. Unfortunately, I couldn't get it because we had to make a beeline out of there real quick. But I found this one, grabbed this one. I was happy to grab it. He does such a good job with the ladies art journal. So Symbiote Spider-Man number 1, the Gwen Stacy cover. It's pretty badass. So I was happy to. I actually wanted to get the Ron Lim one though, because hopefully this weekend we're gonna go up to A1 Free Comic Book Day and get some more six from him. Grabbed this yesterday. I actually was in the shop when I first saw it and it came out, and we kind of went past it. I actually had the original cover, but then I got home later on and realized that this was a ratio variant, so I went back and swapped it out. Savage Avengers number 1. I forget this artist's name. It was one when I saw it. It was one that I wasn't familiar with. I hadn't seen that name before, but this is indeed a 1 in 10. So went ahead and grabbed this out instead of the standard David Finch cover. I mean, although that cover is badass, and I probably still will get that if I run across it, especially in the bargain bins. Went ahead and grabbed this cover B. I believe this is, yes, definitely Mark Brooks. I see his signature. Mark Brooks cover, Detective Comics 1002. And I believe this to be the first full appearance of the Arkham Knight. This is something that was sitting in the saver, but happy to pick it up. Actually, I hadn't been in for a couple of weeks. I think 2 weeks to make my pickups. So it's been in there for a minute. Red Hood Outlaw 33. This is the Lucio Perillo cover. Super badass. Love it. You know, Perillo, Delato, Matina all kind of got that same, put them in the same genre of style with the painting. I guess I could throw Alex Ross in there too. Um, yeah, I guess he would fit in that mold. Hold on, let me take a swig of the Java Joe. Okay, my man Comics with Bueller. Yeah, definitely Alex Ross. Sissy. Black Key agrees. You got to throw Alex Ross in there if you're talking about Peyton. He's probably the originator. Um, Batman 68. Beautiful Matina cover. Can't go wrong with that. Then this one was really sick right here. Batman 69. I was really impressed with this. I love those dark covers, man. Love those dark covers. You guys get a close up of that. So dark you can't really see. But yeah, Matina's killing it for all the controversy and the shaming he was getting. He's kind of making a bit of a comeback. Started with that high level #1, where he kind of started climbing out of the tunnel of darkness. Here's another one, DC's #1. Another beautiful Matina cover. So yeah, he's still kicking ass. Went ahead and grabbed the variant for the DC's #1, the Yasmin Putri variant, the homage, the It homage. Grab that. And then keep it going with good old bats here. This is actually the Batman Who Laughs #4 in the 6-issue limited series. This is the Jacques cover. Jacques been kind of hit or miss. I tend to like the B covers better on this series. Yeah, Jacques is hit or miss. Yeah, this is kind of like a miss for me. Although I did like this cover better than the B cover. So that's why you see the trade dress. Got this Spider-Man Life Story 2, the 70s. I got this because it's supposed to be the first appearance of the Black Goblin. Harry Osborn is the Black Goblin. So, you know, how we do with the first appearances. Okay. All right. Web of Venom, Cult of Carnage #1. Now, I suggest you guys get up on all things and everything Carnage related. As you know, the synopsis for the upcoming event, story, movie, whatever. Well, actually, comic book event is that he's going to be going after everybody and anybody who ever held, I guess, symbiote. I don't know if that's strictly pertaining to his symbiote, or if it's anybody who, starting from Venom and any thereafter, because, he was made from Venom. He's actually Venom spawn. So I don't know if he's going after anybody who had anything to do with a symbiote, which would be kind of like a tough task. There's so many symbiote related characters out there. Plenty of people who held a symbiote at one time. But however they do it, it's just a pretty rad premonition to go off of. War of the Realms #13, Venom #13. And I guess this is the first appearance of I forget how he actually changes, but this is the first appearance of let's say maybe this has something to do with the all black. I'm not exactly sure, but it has something to do with he kind of changes his look. That's the first appearance of that. Or whatever the change consists of is what he turns out to be is that this is the first appearance of that. They were saying that they don't expect him to stay that way for long, but yeah. And here's the In-Hook Lee variant for that. It's pretty badass. Actually quite striking, so I had to grab it. And then something that I was late to the party with Immortal Hulk, but did quite well for somebody that was like I said, late to the party. Caught up. I got 2 #1s, fourth print of #2, #4 first print. Number 6, first print. Number 9, first print. And from 9 on, I got them all. But for a guy that was, like I said, late to the party, not doing too bad. Major X number 3. Like I said, it takes me a minute sometimes, but and actually I had Major X number 1 in my hand. I just wasn't feeling Rob Liefeld, and I thought it was a hype job. So kind of wish I would have grabbed it that day, but I don't think I'm gonna have too much problems finding it. Once I, get to stretching my wings a little more, spread my wings a little more, and getting out there, going to a few more LCSs and really trying to find it. So yeah, happy to get Major X number 3. Bucks going for cover to about, I've seen some 10, 12, even 15 going for it. But I mean, it just came out yesterday, so I wouldn't pay unless you can't find it and it's all sold out. I did hear it was selling out at a lot of places. It was sold out at a lot of places. Went ahead and grabbed this. Surprised to see it sitting on the shelf at my LCS. This is Spawn 296. Yeah, regular cover A. Happy to have that. Road to 300s, counting down. History of Spawn Part 1. So, no brainer right there. Who's on the cover? I don't think that's good old Todd. No, that's not Todd. Maybe it's Jason Sean Alexander. And I don't think that's a Matina. It could be. Yeah, it's probably Matina, more than likely. Got 2 of these. You guys remember the last one they did of this? I think it had the first appearance of, actually can't remember the actual name, but it's the character who is the Red Cloud. So, yeah, and I think this is some first appearances in here. Greg Capullo cover, you can't go wrong, obviously. I love Bane right there. Pretty badass. So, yeah, went ahead and grabbed 2 of these. Didn't see any of the incentives. I doubt whether I would have got it if I did, regardless of whether we're priced. My boy, shout out to Comic News Network. He loves that Art Germ cheetah variant. Wasn't really, I mean, it's cool, but yeah, I don't think I would have made no extra super duper moves to grab it. Oh, grabbed this Star Wars free preview as well. And I kind of messed up. I forgot to show a book. Supposed to segue myself because me talking about me being late to the party. Super late to the party with this. I had no idea. I need to take a page out of my buddy script. Just go ahead and start having them put these in my saver. Late to the party with this again. Wonder Comics, Naomi number 4. Found this in the 50 cent band. Now, since I found it in the 50 cent band, it obviously has some issues. Like there is a bend right here. This is all pressable defects though. Bend right here, and there is a little bit of waviness. Needs to be pressed down here. Bit of a color rub on the edges that'll probably look a lot better once it's pressed. But for 50 cents, hell, I'm not passing that up, man. Naomi number 4, how does that book is? So, like I said, for a guy that was late to the party, I was able to, I have number 3 and number 4 now. And segue to why this is here. Okay, now I found this out last night while watching Jim Comics' latest video. And he had actually heard it from someone hipped into it. So shout out to, I don't remember the name, but shout out to that person who hipped Jim Comics. And shout out to Jim Comics for putting it out there. Do you believe in Malibu Sun number 13? Is it 13 or 14? I think it's 13. Could be 14. I always get confused. But the Spawn preview, basically. So if you believe in previews, let's go to this here. This is DC Nation. That's what I'm showing here, DC Nation. This is they were free. Issue number 6 this out the way before I break it. So this is a article called "The Wonder Years Inside," and as you can see, this doesn't seem to be labeled with a date, but it was. Trust me, it was way before. Yeah, they're previewing the Wonder titles. So you got Young Justice over here, you got Naomi here. Turn the page, you got the Wonder Twins. So as you guys can see, this will be, I mean, for those serious in depth, you know, take a trip down the rabbit hole type collectors, this is indeed the first appearance with the cover, the #1 of Naomi. That's the #1 cover, and it has her in the lineup down here as well. So yeah, this is the first actual appearance of Naomi, which I'm actually stoked to get. As hot as that title is, and I was just talking to my buddy Ryan last night. Shout out to him. I was worrying about if it's going to keep its, you know, in the long run, if it's going to keep its longevity. And he was basically saying it depends on what the story does. If they don't trip with the story, yeah. If they follow it up at the end, because we were, talking about, is this a mini series or is it ongoing? But essentially, whatever they do with the story is going to dictate, how they get down. Oh wow! Shoot, right on, Black Key. I didn't see that, and I'd have to see which one, if that predates this. I'm pretty sure this predates this. Dates that 57. I'm hoping I got that. I'm gonna have to run and check. Matter of fact, I can't wait to end this video now so I could check it out and see if I got that. I think I got 57. Gosh, is that the one with the Tedesco cover? That was kind of hot. That is hot. If it is, that's even groovier. But yeah. These things do stuff. I mean, it's like I said, as hot as the title is and the character is, especially now with the White Lantern in the storyline and stuff like that, and all the speculation going. I think it'll keep. I was wondering if it'll, because Saga was a super hot title to me, and then that kind of died down, and I think that has more to do with the hiatus that book has been on. I just didn't want it to turn out like that. Basically, I didn't want the heat to go, go off, die down on it is what I'm trying to say. But he was, I think it'll stay hot, and be that as it may, it would. I love using that word. It would behoove us to get, this. If you got it, you see, I got 3. I mean, they were free, so I got 3 of them. Actually 4. This is my beater copy. It's got them up here. It could be 7 if I get it pressed. And like I said, it's definitely a preview. Oh man, that's even more beautiful. I saw you type yes first. I was hoping you meant yes to that, and that's what I was running with in my head silently. Awesome, yeah, I totally agree. So it can't hurt it, man. That Tedesco 57 variant is all the more hotter now. Yeah, regular cover. You can find it, grab it because of the preview. Variant, find it because it's a hot variant. And yeah. So yeah, y'all. Black Key, man. Right on, my dude. Always you one of my faithfuls. I appreciate you, man. Much love. Thank you for tuning in. That's it, y'all. Y'all. All right, man. Peace. Yeah, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Tune in again, my friends. Until then, I'm your man, AM, Comics Most Wanted. Each one teach one. Tell your friends about me, and y'all stay hunting them down, right? Catch y'all on the next. Peace.